Hello, welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the wrestling news from Saturday. We start with Josh Matthews, who commented on Jeremy Borash's departure from Impact Wrestling. I saw somewhere online that we revoiced stuff that JB and I had already done, which wasn't true. Our next voiceover session, when we found out that Jeremy was leaving the company, was like 2 days later, 3 or 4 days actually. We had time to come up with the different game plan with what the right decision was going to be. There were a lot of different options and a lot of different thoughts, and I think that the final decision was the best one they could have made. Sanjay came here and did great, and now we have that situation in place. How important was Jeremy? I mean, important, sure. I think that laughs. Everything is moving at the speed which it was moving before Jeremy said he was leaving. That's the best I can put that. There was no hitch, there was no glitch. Everything just smoothly running as if he was still here or not here. Okay, fair enough. I have no idea what any of that means, so if anyone has an idea, there you go. And then we go to Rusev talking about the success of the Rusev Day gimmick. I had no idea this was going to happen. This was supposed to be a one-time Rusev Day thing. I never thought in a million years it was going to be what it is today. It was something we planned to do but for just one day, but it caught on fire ever since then. No one expected that. I've just been enjoying it. I've been booed out of the building for the past 4 years, so finally people are now appreciate me, but I'm just having fun. I'm just doing me. Every bad guy or good guy, we all enjoy the crowd reaction, so I'm just going with it. By far, it's the most fun I've had in my career. I mean, I loved the WrestleMania 31 with the tank. That was amazing, of course, but now I'm showing everyone that you don't have to be stuck in the foreigner bad guy gimmick. Being a foreign bad guy doesn't have to be my destiny. I can be much more than that. Exactly, Rusev. I have hope for you. People like you. Everybody likes Rusev Day. I absolutely adore it. I'm so glad we get to cheer the guy, because to be honest, I still loved him as a heel. So this is nice. And then Orton brings up religion in a post about Parkland shooting. The post was a picture saying, "Dear God, why do you allow so much violence in our schools?" Signed, a concerned student. Dear concerned student, I'm not allowed in schools. God. Okay. And then someone responded saying, "Just throw some thoughts and prayers at it, Randy. I'm sure it'll turn out fine." And he's responded, "It would help, but what really needs to be done in every school, have cameras in classrooms and an armed guard, former special forces, someone who can put a bullet between the kids' eyes before so many lives are lost. If these kids are told to huddle together in a group on the floor when an intruder comes to shoot up their school, shouldn't they be able to pray with each other too?" I agree that it's a horrible, horrible situation. It really is. I don't want to get into it. I really don't want to get into the whole debate of gun control and all that general kind of stuff. I'm just putting the wrestling-based thing off it. But obviously, it was a massive tragedy. One of the worst school shootings in a very long time. And it was an horrific, disgusting act. And I do personally hope the person burns in fucking hell and gets the maximum sentence, which I'm hoping is death. Because this guy does not deserve to breathe the same air and waste money to keep him in a prison. Fuck him. And fuck everyone like him. Now let's move on to something cheerier. Sorry about that, that got a bit dark. WWE have posted the video on YouTube with the teasing of AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio. So yeah, they kind of just like did it. Yeah, did like a Yeah, did like a teasing called Fantasy Warfare. It looks absolutely amazing, to be honest. So yeah, if you get a chance, go check it out on WWE's YouTube page. I can't show any of the actual video for obvious copyright reasons, but yeah, go and check it out. And then, there's been recent speculation that WWE give Mysterio a part-time deal similar to what Chris Jericho has, which would be fair enough. And then NFL star Rob Gronkowski, you may remember, joined in WrestleMania 32 and helped Mojo Rawley win the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. He was asked about possibly ending his football career and getting into wrestling. He told TMZ, "It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I can't speak for him." Oh, that's what Mojo Rawley told ESPN. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I can't speak for him. He said he's considered all of his options. That's what he said in an interview. So I say get into wrestling, because him and Mojo Rawley would be pretty good. That would be a good tag team. Then we go to a bit more of the Seth Rollins update. Obviously, we know that he denied back injuries, and then Sports Keeper has claimed that he was pulled from the Elimination Chamber due to the injury, and they were concerned that he would need minor surgery, which will prevent him from competing at WrestleMania. But it appears injuries led to WWE inserting The Miz and Finn Balor into the match instead. And then, as soon as he was diagnosed with just a minor muscle tear over the weekend, that's when he was added into the chamber as the 7th participant. So The Miz and Finn Balor are in there just as if we can't get Rollins in, we got people. At least he's alright and he's going to be in the chamber, thank God. And then there's been reports in recent months about WWE possibly selling WWE to major companies, which include Disney and Fox. When asked about it, Stephanie McMahon simply stated, "We've certainly thought about it. It would be foolish not to." It'd be foolish not to, but you'd be foolish to sell. Don't sell it, please. It's been in the McMahon family for generations, and I think it should stay in the McMahon family for generations more. That's just my opinion. I think it should stay in the McMahon family. But if they got the right price, they would sell. Which is fair point, to be honest. If someone came and said, "I will give you 250, what would you say, about $3 billion, I think you'd probably take it and then just retire. I know I would. But yeah, I don't know. Would it work in other hands? Who knows? We'd have to wait and see if that ever happens. And then I have a tragic story to report. A 7.2 earthquake hit southern Mexico. It was apparently 5:30 p.m. local time, or 3 hours before. And because of the actual earthquake, the CMLL show in Arena Mexico has been cancelled. It's 3 hours before the show. It was cancelled so they could do a full inspection of the building. Damn. It was scheduled to feature the finals of 3-week-long tournament. I can't pronounce the name of the tournament. With Ultimo Guerrero versus Volder Jr. and them two taking on El Terrible and Rush in the main event, along with a stronger than usual upper undercard, the Atlantic Corisco versus Dominate. I'm not even gonna, but it has a match card. If you want to see it, go online. I can't pronounce the names. I'm going to stop butchering Mexican names now. And that looks like all the wrestling news we actually have today. Jesus, low amount of wrestling news. But anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give this video a like. Please support me on Patreon. Link in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later. Bye!